to move. I know you're happy, cause I can see it. So tell the voice inside your head to believe. I talked to God about you. He said he sent you an angel. Look at all that he gave you. You asked for one and you got two. You know I never left you, cause every road that leads to heaven's right inside you. So I
look into my eyes and don't be shy. Feel the music in your blood tonight. Feel the rhythm in my bones. What do you say? I don't know. Nah, I can't hear you out, yeah. Follow through the mellow, I can show you the right moves for you. Move your feet, come on and dance with me. Till that is all you wanna do, eh? When everyone has gone and we are on our own, till then I follow roads that never take me home. But if you find me there, oh, I'll show you where there ain't no lies. Oh, just look in my blue eyes. I can't help it, but for some reason I feel so alive tonight. Just let up, it's alright. We can just dance out all night. I can't help it, but for some reason I feel that I need you more now. Am I wrong or can I feel our hearts connect as one? When everyone has gone and we are on our own, till then I follow roads that never take me home. But if you find me there, oh, I'll show you where there ain't no lies. Oh, just look in my blue eyes.
Smoke clouds and the bitter talks. They be zoned out in the middle of. They be zoned out in the middle of. I know now what the riddle was. Now what the riddle was. Now what the riddle was. Had to push it a little deeper. Push it a little deeper. I know it took some time to truly realize you are the one that I try myself for a little deeper. And now I got you untied to be there for times when I'm blue. Lights up my days and nights. You tell me what you see. Oh, when you look at me. Oh, baby. Oh, 'cause I see you got everything. Everything that I'm ever gonna need. I think and fall, denied it all, now I'm involved. Realizing you're the light I want, we rise and fall, denied it all, now I'm involved. Realizing you're the light I want, my right or wrong. I know it took some time to truly realize you are the one that I could find myself falling a little deeper. Now I got you inside to be there for times when I'm blue. Lights up my days and nights. You tell me what you see. Oh, when you look at me, oh baby, oh 'cause I see that everything that I've ever need, I think I'm into you. Tell me what you see. Oh, when you look at me, oh baby, oh 'cause I think that everything that I've ever need, yeah, I think I'm into you.
Please don't get jealous of the things I've done, 'cause I have played my way through the better days. I will not be angry if you walk away, 'cause it just proves that you are not okay. I should've known. From the start that I was starting something. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I should've known right from the start that it would end in more than. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't help but feel the way I feel when I'm with you. When I'm with you, I can't help but feel the way I feel when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Please stop your yelling, you used to be so calm. You were my number one, but now you're just no fun. I showed you my hand and you played it repeatedly. Oh, and now it's time to go back into me. Oh, I should've known from the start that I was starting something. Oh, I should've known right from the start that it would end in nothing. I can't help but feel the way I feel when I'm with you. When I'm with you, I can't help but feel the way I feel when I'm with you. When I'm with you.
gosh, it is so great to be back. I'm so sorry it took me so long, but good news, both of the girls are back at school, so yay. And this room is officially mine, at least until Christmas, when I'll have to share it again with Taylor when she comes back. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. My name is Danny, and I am so not an expert. For those of you that are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are back, thank you so much for coming back. Oh boy, there's a lot going on this morning. I am not used to this. I need to, figure out what I'm doing here. So today we're going to start something super fun and exciting, something that I have been putting off for a while. It is a paper piecing project called Flying Geese, and I am really excited to get that started. First of all, I want to say good morning to everybody that's joining me in chat. I know I saw a couple people there. Let me just quick run through. I know Lucas is back. Good morning, Lucas. Thank you so much for coming back. We missed you. Dawn, good morning. Chloe, good morning. Linda, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Sandra, good morning. So thank you so much. I think that's everybody. If I've missed you, please say hello again in chat so I know you're there. I might have missed you. I apologize for that. Streamlabs decided it's finally going to start working, so that's great. You know, that's why I was a little late. I was trying to make sure that Streamlabs was working, and it wasn't, so that was exciting. So anyway, today we're going to be working on paper piecing. In Fat Quarter Shop's Jolly Box from last year, they gave us some flying geese, which I don't know if you guys can see it. The lighting in here is terrible, you guys know. They gave us some flying geese paper piecing and some fabric, and so I've cut up all the fabric. I've actually made 2 as a test just to make sure I could do it, which I did. Yay! So we're going to do that today. This is my very first time doing paper piecing. I've never done it before, so this is something really new to me. I'm really excited to give it a shot. I think I've got everything I need. I've got my cutting wheel. I bought an add-a-quarter ruler. I'm told this is like a lifesaver when it comes to paper piecing, so I got one of those. I've got just some Elmer's all-purpose glue stick, and then we've got our paper. I've cut up all of my pieces already. They're all ready to go. So that's all we're going to be doing today. We're just going to be making a whole bunch of flying geese with this paper piecing. Good morning, Sylvia. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. I did not get a chance to set up the link for your channel, Sylvia. I apologize for that. I will get that set up for you, me, and FPP. So if you're looking for an expert, go check her out, because I'm sure she's going to know a whole heck of a lot more about this than I do. So iron is warm, so let's get started. How was everybody's last 2 weeks? I want to know everything that you guys have been up to. Me, I've been moving. Not moving myself, but moving children. You guys know I have 2 girls. They're both and Lucas are so grateful that he's able to join us. He's working over the summer, so we all missed him a lot, but I'm really glad that he's back now. There's just so much going on here. Thank you, Lucas. He says he'll send a reminder via email. You are awesome. It is so great to have you back, because now I won't accidentally block anyone, so that's great. And I don't understand why the screen is showing orange again. It looks beautiful on my computer screen, but YouTube looks orange, so sorry, guys. Dawn says, busy, too many projects, too little time. I understand you. I completely understand you. Yesterday, I sat down here. I had an entire day of just kind of messing around in this room and kind of reorganizing things a little bit and making things a little bit better, and I was trying to figure out some project to do to kind of keep me motivated or kind of keep me inspired, and I completely lacked motivation. So I just grabbed a couple of jelly rolls, and I made some strip tubes. I don't think you guys can see them, but they're right there. I made some strip tubes, and I'm gonna just make a real simple walk in the park quilt. It's probably only going to be with the size of a lap quilt, because I only had half jelly rolls. I don't remember what you call those, but I only had half once. So we'll see what that is, but that's okay. It got me in front of the machine. It got me sewing, and that's all that matters. Sandra says audio cuts out occasionally. Oh, well, that's not good. Let me see if I can move that Give me just a second here. Let's see if that works a little bit better. Let me know if that works better. If not, then I can switch to a different mic if we need to. I was hoping that this external mic would work better, but we can always switch if it's not working. So thanks for letting me know about that. Alright, so let's get started. So I've done one of these. That does not make me an expert by any means. But I did watch Kimberly's video a few times. If you guys have done these, please let me know. Give me some tips and tricks in chat. I would love to hear about them. But step one is basically just folding the paper. So I'm going to flip this ruler over here. And I'm going to fold the paper right on the lines. All the way across. Is the audio any better? If you guys can let me know if that audio is any better. If not, then I will switch mics. But I am so glad to be back. I have missed you guys so much. So much. I would much rather have been here than moving. But it is what it is. The kids have both started their classes, so that's really exciting. Yes, better. Oh, great, Sylvia. Thank you for that. Thank you. Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully it stays that way. My hair likes to get in the way, and so I have it down for right now, but I do have a clip that I can put it back with if it really becomes an issue. One of the drawbacks of having long hair. Don says, I always get turned around doing this, so I use solids or boutiques because those do not have wrong sides. There you go. Yep, I can understand that, yeah. Okay, so I got those. So now I'm going to take my glue stick, and I'm just going to put some glue here in the center of the 3 pieces on the edges. And we're going to go right sides up on this. So what are you guys working on today? Remember, first down. First down. Chloe, what does that mean? First down. So I'm just going to hold that there for a minute. Get it nice and stuck on there. And then the 2 pieces that I have stuck are not the ones I think I'm already doing this wrong. Yes. Yep. See guys, I'm already doing this wrong. Okay, so we're just going to use a little bit of glue. Sylvia says I got it right. Alright. Good. I'm going to let that. First fabric, right side down. Ah, gotcha. Okay, let me just clip this back here, guys. That way it's not in the way. So for this one, because we're doing flying geese, according to the directions, the first fabric goes right side up, and then everything else goes down after that. I think right side down works correctly when you're not doing flying geese. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I really appreciate the heads up. Okay, so first one here. So we're going to pull this one back because this is the first one we're going to sew up. We're going to use that add a quarter ruler. Ooh, gosh, I hope I'm doing this right. All right. There we go. So there's a triangle piece. Now I will say, one thing I have learned is there's a lot more scrap with paper piecing. I have learned that right off the bat, and that is something that other people have told me as well, is there are a lot more scrap pieces with paper piecing. But that's okay, because you guys know I give my scraps away. So. Sylvia says, you got this. You are so sweet. Thank you. Chloe says, traditional FPP, I guess. Yes, I think so. I think you're absolutely right, Chloe. All right, so I've got those 2 trimmed, and now we're going to take a little bit more glue. We're just doing just the edge here. How many of you guys have used this foundation paper piecing from Fat Quarter Shop? Is it easy to use? Does it make things easier? Trying to line that up there. Now I did one, like I told you guys. I showed you guys the first one I did, and I did it completely backwards, but it still worked. It still came out okay. So I'm thinking that it's gonna be okay. I gotta focus and relax and take my time. Sylvia says there is, but that's why you got scrapping quilts. There you go, Sylvia. There you go. Okay, I'm under the machine now. Let's see. Here's our very first one. Let's see. It makes blocks perfect. Yes, I really want to make a real one. I don't know if that's the right word, but I would like to make an actual foundation paper piecing project. I know this one's kind of a beginner's version, a cheating version, if you will. I've heard it called that as well. But I'd really like to learn how to do it the right way. All right, so there's the first one. Let's do the second one now. Chloe says she has the paper, but she has not tried. Well, Chloe, go grab your paper and you can try with me. We can learn this together. I would really like to be able to learn how to do more of these, so we're gonna figure this out, guys. Sandra says she's working on Quilt of Valor. Oh, so beautiful. Those things are amazing. Okay, guys, so I got some pieces sewn up here. So let's go ahead and get those ironed up. So we're gonna just flip those over and get those ironed up. I do have my iron on hot. Now, one of the things I will mention is that I did turn my stitch length down. I remember that from the video from Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop. I did turn my stitch length down. I'm at 1.8. Now, and she also switched out her needle to a 90. My machine does not like the 90 needle. I don't know why, but it seems to jam and break the needle when I use a 90. So I think there's something not quite set right inside the machine that it doesn't like them. So I've got the 80 needle in here still. I'm going to keep that in there for now. It seemed to work okay. But if you guys are doing this at home and you can, switch out to that 90 needle. I'm told the 90 needle makes it a little bit easier. Alright. Okay, guys. First corners are done. Okay, so now we have to do the next one, which is number 2. So I've already done this wrong, guys. I already did number 3. I didn't even see the numbers there, so I've worked on number 3. We'll get this right one of these days. We have plenty to go to learn more, so it's okay. Now, it did say to sew 1/4 inch past, so I do have to. And now I see why I should have done this one first, but that's okay. Like I said, I did the other one wrong too, but it turned out okay, so we're just gonna go with it. I got lots more to learn. So Sandra's working on a Quilt of Valor. What are you guys? What is everybody else working on? I have been out of the sewing realm for a couple of weeks. I did as much catch up as I could yesterday, catching up on people's videos. I know Kelly is off on vacation, which was super fun, and I think Dawn, weren't you off on vacation? Weren't you camping, or was that am I mistaken? Was that somebody else? I feel like that was you. I feel like you were the one on vacation camping. I want to know how that went. Okay, there we go. So far, so good. Practice makes us better. Amen, Sandra. Amen. Practice makes us better. I am all for trying new things, and once I've tried them, I have to practice forever. Oh, that was Kelly. Okay. Then she must still be on vacation. Okay. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I've got those trimmed up now. We're going to flip them over and we do the other side. Let's see. So I'm using just some plain old Elmer's glue. Originally I bought the purple stuff, and I was afraid that that was going to do something weird to the fabric. So I'm not using the purple one. It's like this, it like turns clear when it dries kind of weird thing. For kids, you know. But I bought that one initially because I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. If you guys have used the purple one and you think that one works better than the clear, let me know. I mean, because they both dry and they're both washable. I'm just curious. But I am really excited to learn how to do this. I think I'm doing it right. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Okay, here's the second one. I'm going to flip it over. And then we're going to sew on the line. But I think the 90 needle makes, obviously it's a little bit smaller, so it makes the holes a little bit smaller, which I think helps the paper pull off a little bit easier. But I didn't really seem to have any trouble, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay, so there's the first one. Now I have to figure out where the second one is. It's over here. Okay. See how this works. I am going super slow with my sewing. I'm taking my time just because I don't want to screw this up. Alright, that one is done. So let's go ahead and iron it up. Tommy, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. I hope you are having an amazing day. We are excited that you're here. So Sylvia says, I'm sewing fundraising items for grandson to raise funds for scouts. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Chloe says, I'm working on a sleep eye mask for my nephew. Then I will finish the last 2 blocks of Pat Sloan's summer camp. Ooh, a sleep mask. That sounds like fun. Okay, guys, so I've got it all sewn up here. So far, so good. So now we have to trim the block based on the solid light lines. You guys probably cannot see that at all on the camera, but that's okay. So I am going to take that. Oh, Chloe's already starting high. She's getting there early. She's getting in on it early. So she's starting that heist. If you guys are new to the channel, as you're watching the channel, as long as you're a subscriber, you are earning thimbles, which is basically a points program. And as you earn those points, you can trade them in for prizes. I did adjust the fat quarter bundle, or not the fat quarter bundle, the random fat quarter. I did adjust that from 10,000 down to 7,500. We'll see how that works out. I do have a couple of other prizes that I need to get in there that I have not unfortunately gotten there yet, but I will. And you can play the heist game, which allows you to earn some more points by, it's basically a gambling game. You risk some of your points, and then the computer picks someone at random to win more pieces, more points, pieces. Listen to me. Jeez, I'm focused, guys. I'm focused. And Lucas is back, and so he can be pretty competitive about these silly points. So be careful with him. And I haven't seen Brenda pop in yet. Maybe she's busy this morning. I'm sure she'll come in later if she can. If not, that's okay. Don't forget, you can also catch the stream afterwards, I post all of them as videos on the channel, so you're welcome to check there afterward. Oi, look at all these. Everybody's getting on them. Dawn, in order to play the slots, you have to put in a number after the slots, after the exclamation point slots. I did try to change the payout on that so that it pays out more often, and there's no option for it. So you guys are on your own with that one. Okay, so now we're going to pull the paper off. So you guys are on your own for that one. Sorry, I tried to fix that one, but I couldn't. That one is not as much fun. It seems like no one has won that one yet. And 10 thimbles is the minimum for the slots one, so that's perfect, Tom. Good luck to you. Oh, see, yeah, you lost again. I'm sorry. I don't know why that one doesn't pay out, but so far I've yet to see anyone win that one. So now I'm just pulling the paper off real slow to see if we can reveal our block. Here we go. Ta-da! There's the first one. So yeah, yesterday I came in here. Those are the big odds. There you go, Dawn. There you go. So yeah, yesterday I came in here. It was kind of my first weekend in here by myself. So now that Taylor has moved back to school, and so I was really excited about that. So I kind of got a little bit better of a lay of the land. I kind of moved some things around, organized things a little bit, because now I don't have to tear everything down every day after I'm done with it. I can kind of just leave it up. I could be a little lazy. So I came in here, and after I kind of got everything laid out, I'm like, okay, I really want to sew something, because, sewing it's my therapy, and I'm sure it's your guys' therapy as well, but it's totally my therapy. And, I have a couple of projects. You guys know we're working on just a ton of projects here. Here's the second one, guys. So each sheet makes 2. We need to make 32 sheets. So this is basically what we're going to be doing today. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot more done today. Although I have made a couple of other blocks, a couple of other pieces that are also flying geese as part of this project. But in case I didn't show it to you guys before, this is the full quilt. This is what we're making. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera at all. It's so cute. It's got like little houses and Christmas trees. It is Christmas themed, so that's why it's Christmas in August. So it is Christmas themed fabric and Christmas themed pattern. The fabric is Holly Holiday. I have no idea if it's still available. Like I said, this came out last Christmas, so I'm not sure if it's still available or not. But it was it's really pretty fabric. It's got some really nice reds and greens and stuff in it, so that's really nice. Congratulations, Chloe and Sylvia, on winning the heist. Lucas, if he played, I'm sure he's a little bitter. Oh, Lucas lost the slots game too. See, I'm telling you, nobody wins that game. I don't know what it is about that one, but I'm gonna have to do some more research. Okay, so first block is down. Yay! On to the next block. So we're gonna grab another piece of paper. We're gonna flip it over, and just to make my life a little bit easier, I'm gonna flip to a different piece of fabric, because otherwise I'm gonna get crazy looking at the same type of fabric all the time. So I'm going to grab a different piece. We got just a ton of these to do. We have to make 30 sheets, which is 64 of these half square triangles. So it's a lot. So, okay, so this time we got to fold the paper first. This time I'm going to do it in order. I'm going to follow the numbers this time. Maybe it'll make things a little bit easier for me. Okay, so number 2. Lucas says I lost both games. Sorry, Lucas, this is what happens when you've been gone so long. You've lost your mojo. You'll have to get it back. Alright, so here's that one. Now we're going to fold number 3. Now we're going to see if I actually follow the numbers this time, if it helps at all. Sandra says I'm not good at gambling. I very rarely win. Oh, I'm with you, Sandra. I totally understand. The computers hate me. I think computers just hate me in general, honestly. Yeah, sorry, Lucas. Lost again. Sylvia says microphone's cutting out again. Darn it. Alright, well, if it keeps giving us trouble, I can flip over to the mic that's on the camera if it's really bad. You guys let me know. Okay. So now I need to glue 3. Lucas says I'm done with slots. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so this time I'm putting the glue on the number 3 spots. And then I'm going to lay my piece here. This way. And it's not supposed to, like, from what I understand, and I'm not an expert at this, guys, totally guessing, but from what I understand, the glue is not really supposed to, like, hold it super well. It's just supposed to hold it enough so that you can flip it over to get it under the machine, from what I understand. Now, if I'm wrong about that, somebody let me know if I should be using a whole heck of a lot more glue. Now, I know Becca did some type of, on Friday on her live, she tested out a bunch of different glues for English paper piecing, which, I mean, it's similar to foundation paper piecing. I think the English paper piecing you do need more glue because you're hand sewing it, so you want to make sure it stays where it needs to go. But I could be wrong on that. Dawn says, I'm ready for Labor Day weekend and a long quilting weekend. Amen, Dawn. Speaking of long quilting weekends, if you guys are on my Facebook page, you will know that I've recently signed up for my very first ever quilt retreat. I am both very nervous and very excited at the same time. It is going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. It's just not something that I've ever done before, so I'm a little nervous about it. I do have a second machine. I have been to one other quilting class, sew along. I'm not even sure what you wanted to call it. I've been to one before, but I've never been to another one. So if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations on things that I should bring with me, head over to our Facebook page and reply on that post, because I'm trying to keep track of all of the suggestions so that as I start packing things and getting things ready, I can make sure to have those. I know that somebody left a really great comment in there, and I don't remember who it was. I apologize for that. I just know it was a really great one. If you're not part of our Facebook group, you can do !FB for Facebook in chat, and then that'll give you a link to how to get to it. And you can join over there, and every piece of advice you guys give is super helpful. I really appreciate all of it so much. Sandra said, I forgot to say a pre-cut quilt project. Sandra, I think you were the one that left me that amazing comments. I really, really appreciate those. I am working on trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to bring with me with regards to a project. I don't know yet. I have a bunch of stuff. And the good news is that the retreat is actually at my local quilt store. So if I need something like extra fabric or a different ruler or a thread or whatever, I can just go downstairs and grab what I need, and which could also be dangerous at the same time. but I can do that. I do have the ability to do that if I need to, so that's great. But yeah, I do plan to bring my own fabric, my own projects with me to try and save a little bit of money, because the retreat was a little pricey. And I'm going to be staying, the retreat is only about an hour away from my house. But I am going to stay in a hotel room for the weekend, because I'm going to kind of treat this as a little bit of a mini vacation for me. It was my husband's idea. It wasn't my idea, because I'm like, I'll just drive the hour home. It's not a big deal. He's like, no. You know, you should take this time for you. I didn't really do a road trip this year because of the gas prices. So he said, no, just take the time for you and rent a hotel room. That way you can have the evenings to yourself, and you don't have to stress about driving back and forth. So I like that idea. So I've rented a hotel room. We'll see how it goes. Sandra says you're going to have so much fun. Oh, Sandra, I'm sure I will. I know it's hard for you guys to understand, or hard to realize sometimes, but I am actually kind of a little bit of an introvert when it comes to strangers. So, I mean, if you guys were in front of me, I probably wouldn't be able to have a conversation with you because I get a little shy. But I'm hoping that because this retreat is 3 days and not just 1 day, that hopefully by day 2 or the middle of day 2, I'll kind of come out of my shell a little bit and kind of actually start to make some friends. Is what I'm hoping for. You guys, having you guys as friends, you guys are amazing. It would be nice to have a couple of people here in my local area that I can for advice, or, even if, my long arm quilter decides to retire or something, if I can, talk to somebody else or things like that. So I'm really excited for this. I'm hoping that it works out okay. But I'm also really, 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 really nervous. Really nervous. Sandra says we sewed for like 16 hours in a day. Yeah, so they're open 12 hours. So the retreat is actually at the quilt store. And they are going to be open for 12 hours a day, Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, the retreat ends at like 4 o'clock, I think. It's only like, or maybe it might even be noon. I don't even remember now. But yeah, they're going to be open for 12 hours. So we can sew for up to 12 hours, and then we can go back to the hotels, and we can sew there if we wanted to. Now, I don't know if anyone else is staying in a hotel. I don't have any of that information. I just know that I am. So it'll be interesting. But that's the last weekend in October, so there will not be a live stream the last weekend in October. Because as much as I want to, I don't think that they would appreciate me having a live stream at their facility. So Lucas says audio is cutting out. Now it's better again. Darn it. You know what? I think I'm gonna let me see if I can mess with this here, guys, for a second. Can you guys? No, that didn't work. How about now? No. Well, I can put my other headset in if I need to, the one that I was wearing before for you guys, but I didn't like that one because it made me sound like I was in a tunnel. And I don't like using the mic on the camera because because then you can hear all the outside noises, and I don't like that. So hopefully this will work out. If not, then I'll try and figure something out. Okay, so got these first two done here. But thanks for letting me know, Lucas. Let me keep an eye on it for me, and if it keeps getting bad, just let me know. Or if you lose me entirely, please let me know. Sandra says that gives you time to cut more pieces needed at night. Oh, Sandra, I didn't even think about that. That is an excellent idea. I was thinking I was going to be doing all the cutting. I'm waiting for the iron to warm up. But I was thinking I was going to be doing all the cutting there. But that's not a bad idea. Then that way I can cut at night when I'm back at the hotel room by myself. I didn't even think about that. That's a good idea. See, this is why you guys are here, because I have no idea. Okay, so those two are done. So now to step number 3. Yeah, but I didn't even think about that. But you're absolutely right. That would be a great place to do that. So you are supposed to sew 1/4 of an inch past the line that it shows you, which I'm doing. And that just means that when you pull the paper back, you pull the paper back that extra 1/4 of an inch. So you just kind of have to unhook it, if you will. Alright, add a 1/4 ruler. That adds the 1/4 inch seam allowance for us automatically, which is really nice. And then I spin it this way. But yeah, that's a great idea, Sandra. I didn't even think about that. That is an excellent idea. So how many of you guys have done a quilting retreat or went to a location other than your home to do some sewing? I'd love to know. Is that something that you guys do a lot or not really? It can be pretty pricey. This retreat was pretty expensive. But I want to give it a try. You know, you don't know if you like something until you try. So I'm going to give it a try, see if it's something that I like doing. And if I do, then I'll just have to save up more money and try again another time. The one retreat that just got over, a quilter had 3 quilts pre-cut before. So she had 3 tops done when she went home. Wow. That's ambitious. I don't know that I'm that ambitious. But that is a good idea, having all the fabric pre-cut before you go. That does make sense. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to do the whole thing, you know, from start to finish, you know. Sew it all up and cut it all up and sew it all up there. But yeah, that does make things go a little bit faster if you're got everything already cut up for you. Chloe says, about 11 years ago, I used to go to sewing classes. How come you stopped, Chloe? Was it because you learned everything they offered, or did you decide you didn't like it anymore? Or I'd love to know, because I don't go to sewing classes. I probably should, but I don't. And so I'm trying to decide, because they can be kind of pricey. So I'm trying to decide, are they worth it? You know, what do you guys think? Scrapbooking one. Sandra says you will come home with so many ideas. Well, that is good because I have a lot of fabric coming my way here shortly. Because I accidentally found myself on Soya's Jelly Roll channel yesterday. So that cost me a little bit of money. But good news, we have lots of Jelly Rolls coming. To work on the channel. We have lots of them coming. But yeah, that was not good. I really need to, as much as I love those guys, I'm thinking I need to start unfollowing their channel. Just because. Or they just need to start doing all that stuff, during the week. Which they did most of their bazaars, their Baltazar's Bazaar, or whatever the hell it was called. They did most of that during the day, which was great, because then I missed it. But they did one yesterday, and I was home. Oops. But good news, we'll have a lot of jelly rolls coming our way for different projects to work on, so that'll be exciting. Oh, Sylvia's starting to heist again. Chloe said I had my work shift changed to my first baby. Yeah, that makes sense, Chloe. That totally makes sense. I was just wondering, I was just curious if there was a reason, other than, those are legitimate reasons why. I was just wondering if it was too expensive, or you just didn't find it to be as helpful, those types of things. Looks like Sylvia has started another heist, and Lucas has already joined in. Good luck, Lucas. You lost the last 2 things you tried to play, so, it's your thimbles, dude. Good luck to everyone playing. Okay, so, we're getting there. Now it's time to trim. This one is actually going pretty well. It's not nearly as terrifying as I thought it was going to be. Now, these are pretty simple FPP projects. There's not a whole lot of steps involved. So for my very first one and trying to learn what I'm doing, I think this was a pretty good a pretty good starting point. I would actually like to get to a point where I'm doing the real ones, the big ones, like the ones that Yvette does, or even the ones that Sylvia works on. I would like to get to a point where I'm working on those. That would be really great. Come on. Got this one little piece here that, there we go. This is a brand new blade too. I'd like to get to a point where I'm making those, because those are, some of them are absolutely gorgeous. Especially the bright colored ones on the black background. Those are just amazing. And bright colors, you guys know that bright colors are my jam. I love bright, bold colors. Hence the green room. This is not my bedroom, but I love this color. Lucas says, 4 times a charm, I have to get back up to Brenda, especially since she's not here. Well, I'm sure, knowing Brenda, she will pop in later and she'll make you regret it. I'm sure. She was super sweet. I saw her on, she was on Teresa's channel yesterday. And she was on Teresa yesterday, and she gave a shout out before the live was ending. So that was real sweet. Speaking of Teresa, she is doing another live today, 3 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you are interested, make sure you head over there and check out her. Ian posted, or not Ian, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Sean posted a new video this morning. I unfortunately have not had a chance to watch it yet, but I'm sure it is amazing, because he is amazing. So make sure you head over there and check out his channel as well if you don't already. Now, some people that I've been watching that do the FPP, they wait to take the paper off until they're ready to sew the blocks up together. You know, to make their squares or whatever they're doing. I think in this case, because these are just flying geese, it's probably okay. But if I was doing something a little bit more intricate, I might wait to take the paper off until just before I'm ready to sew it, just so that everything kind of stays together. But I have to tell you guys, this last piece of paper that comes off, it is so satisfying, because you just kind of like pull the fabric away from the stitching. It is so satisfying. It is so satisfying to be able to pull that away, because it's a nice clean line, and oh, it's just wonderful. I really enjoy it. Probably a little weird, but Sylvia says, these are beautiful. Well done, Danny. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. That's so kind of you, especially coming from you, because I know that you are much, much better at this than I am, and you are what I would consider an expert. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Chloe says, me too. I have an awesome kit from Mr. Fix-It I bought many years ago to make for my husband. Ooh, Mr. Fix-It. I don't know that I've heard of that. But you said it was years ago, so that could be why. But yeah, I'm really excited to try an actual real paper piecing project with those bright colors and those black backgrounds. Good morning, Kathy. Thank you for joining us. Oh, please do not apologize for being late. Don't you worry. You just come in on your time, and even if you can't make the live, the stream is always available on the channel, so don't apologize. But I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for coming in. We're just working on some foundation paper piecing here. This is my very first time ever doing it, and I'm kind of cheating because I'm using the So Emma flying geese that came in one of my project boxes from Fat Quarter Shop last year. So it's a little bit of cheating, but I think it's a good way to start, to kind of learn the technique. So then that way I can hopefully graduate to something a little bit more complex. But I've got some flying geese. Each piece makes 2. Each sheet of paper makes 2. So we're just, that's all we're doing today, is we're just making flying geese. So, and apparently I'm having a little bit of audio issues, so if it cuts out on you, I do apologize. This was not the most expensive of lavalier mice, so maybe that's part of it. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go follow Kathy's channel. If you do !Kathy in chat, it'll give you a link to her channel. Make sure you go check her out. She does a lot of fun things over there. Super fun. And speaking of other channels, I don't know if you guys noticed, but So Becca made 15,000 followers this weekend. OMG. I can't even imagine having that many followers. I mean, like, I'm excited for the 133 that we have. I am super overjoyed and excited about that. I can't even imagine 15,000. Wow. But that is so great for her. She totally deserves it. I think everybody should be watching her. She's amazing. She does amazing stuff over there. Her tutorials are a lot of fun and really easy to follow. The majority of the stuff I've learned from her or from Donna Jordan. So if you are not already following her, make sure you go over and follow her too. Good morning, Tracy. Did you pop in? I didn't see you. Oh, yeah, there you are. Good morning. Oh, please do not apologize for being late. You guys, I appreciate you popping in whenever you can. No problem. Good morning to you. I hope the last 2 weeks have been amazing and you guys have done a lot of fun things. I'd love to hear about all of them. Sylvia says, I hit 3,000 views, which is awesome. Can't believe people watch me. LOL. 3,000. Wow. Congratulations, Sylvia. That is amazing. Yeah, I'm with you. I can't believe people are watching me either. I'm like, really? But okay. Really appreciate the fact that everybody does watch me, but I don't think I'm worth watching, but I appreciate it. Nonetheless. Oh, good morning, Angel. So Angel is with us. You guys know she's our 19-year-old cat. She's my daughter's cat. She is here. And I think she wants to get down. She is currently up on the bed. My daughter's bed is lofted. And so she has a hard time jumping down as it is, but she has even harder of a time jumping down when I have all my stuff set up here because there's no real easy path for her. Do you want to get down? Yeah? Okay, well, can I help you? Excuse me just a moment while I help a cat. I know. Meow. Meow. Come here. Yeah. I know you don't like it when people pick you up. I know, but I'm going to help. Here. You want to come down? There you go. There you go. Yeah, I know. You heard me say Lucas's name. Yeah. He's here. You can't see him. He's in there. Yeah. We'll see what she wants. Usually she's sometimes she just wants down, sometimes she wants. Yes, Lucas better not jump. Yeah, so she'll jump if there's nothing in the room, and that's actually kind of why I've been putting this stuff here, is to keep her from jumping, because she's 19 years old. I'm terrified she's gonna break a limb. So she just needs to stay there. So okay, so back to what we were doing here. So yeah, she's eating right now. She's still with us. She thinks I'm outside the door. Yeah, well, so for those of you who are new to the channel, Angel does not like many people. She likes my daughter, obviously, because she's my daughter's cat. But she hates my other daughter. She hates Tony with passion. She can't stand Tony. She's not a fan of me either, but she'll tolerate me. She used to like my husband, but she doesn't really hang out by him too much anymore. But she loves Lucas. Every time Lucas comes over, she goes crazy, and we're not really sure why, other than the fact that he just gives her attention. We think that's all it is. But so now every time she hears the word Lucas or she hears him, she gets really excited, and it's really sweet. So. All right. So this glue, I'm just using a teeny tiny little bit. Becca did a thing on glue and I was listening to it, but I wasn't watching it, so I don't know how the Elmer's glue held out with regards to everything else. But this seems to be working okay. I mean, I'm not really looking for anything super crazy. Like I said, it's really just to hold it enough in place to get it to flip over underneath the machine, to get it to be sewn. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy. And I can, if I really wanted the glue to stick even more, I've learned this. This is not something I was taught, but this is something I've learned. I can take these pieces and put them underneath the iron, and the iron heats up the glue, and it kind of like melts it a little bit. So then that way it kind of sticks the pieces down a little bit harder. But again, it's washable, so it's going to wash out completely when we wash the quilt. So I'm not super worried about it. Yes, that is right. Lucas is good people. He is very good people. He for those of you who don't know, he is the boyfriend of my daughter. He's been basically a member of our family since they were in 3rd or 4th grade, and he is good people. He is very good people. Him and his parents. Tony really lucked out. So. Sandra says, with paper piecing, stick with Elmer's glue. Alright, well, I'm going to follow your advice because it was cheap. Sandra, do you use the purple stuff? I'm curious to know because I accidentally bought 2 sticks of the purple one instead of the clear. This is the clear one, but I do have the purple one as well. So do you use does it matter? Does it hurt anything? I was worried the purple one was going to do something to the fabric, so. Oh, good morning, Brenda. Welcome to the channel. Awakening from a nap. Oh my goodness, it's pretty early for a nap, but good morning anyway. Thank you for joining us. Alright, Lucas, Brenda's back, so now you better be careful with that, with those heists. I didn't even see who won the last one, so I'm sorry about that. But good morning, Brenda. Thank you so much for joining us. Sandra says, yes, the purple's fine. Oh, good. Then I can use that one. I was worried like I had wasted money by buying it, so good, because there's no one else in my house that's going to use glue sticks. Well, good. I'm glad the purple one works out okay, so I can use that one too. Because I am excited. This is getting to be really exciting. I'm really liking this. I'm having a lot of fun with this, and so I think I'm going to buy a different one. Like maybe they have this cool swirl one I might try, or even the pineapple one would be fun. This is a lot of fun. If you guys don't have any of these this foundation paper, and you're interested in trying a foundation paper piecing project, I strongly recommend the paper. It's been a lot of fun so far. It takes a couple of tries to get it, but I think I'm getting it. I think so. I think it's working. Sandra says, yes, use them before they dry up. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, so I do have to use the Elmer's glue stuff before it dries up, so that's a good idea. Thank you. Lucas, be nice. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. And there he goes with the heist right off the bat. It's all in good fun. Alright, so now we trim this side. So now, I did some other flying geese. They were a little bit bigger. Let me show you guys. I did these. These were a little bit bigger, and this is another piece of the block that were part of this quilt. So these are bigger pieces. But I noticed with these, I was able to get a secondary half square triangle, like as a scrap piece. But with the foundation paper piecing, I don't get that. So that's interesting. So I do have one little triangle, but I don't get both. And I think that's just because of the way I cut the fabric, because I cut the triangles instead of squares. So there's, a yes and a no there. You guys are so fun. So that's something to keep in mind is with this, when you're doing the flying geese, you won't get as many of those extra little triangles, which, they're supposed to be bonuses. They're not supposed to be there anyway. Snow Bunny, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. I saw you yesterday on the soya jelly roll. I saw you got some great deals, so I saw you there. Good morning. I was going to say hi in chat, but I was already spending way too much money. I didn't want to say anything else. Kathy says, where do you buy the foundation paper piecing, Danny? Kathy, good question. This is from Fat Quarter Shop. This is where I got it. It's called It's So Emma. You can actually do a Google on it. I think Amazon has it as well. It is made by Fat Quarter Shop. It was designed and made by them, but you can buy it in other places. But yeah, it's a Fat Quarter Shop paper. It's called It's So Emma. They have a variety of different sizes and styles to choose from. I think they have 5 or 6 of them now that you can choose from. They're really fun. This one came with the jelly box, so this is the one I'm using. But now that I have used it, now that I know what I'm doing a little bit, I think I'm going to buy another one because it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's something new and different. And pulling the paper back is extremely satisfying. Brenda says, I just use regular printed paper. Yeah, Brenda, that's for traditional foundation paper piecing. Yeah, you can totally do that. You can do that with these as well. You can just print it on the paper and do it that way. Like I said, I'm just using this because this is what came in the box, and so I had it, so it was something to use, to try out. But I would like to actually do a real foundation paper piecing project, which from what I understand, they just kind of give you the pattern and then you have to make copies of the fabric. So you do need access to a copy machine, whereas when you buy the paper like this, you don't need access to a copy machine to make the copies. They give them to you already. So that's something to think about. Nobody says, he, I saw you too. I was getting a few jelly rolls. I like pre-cuts. Yeah, me too, Snow Bunny, me too. I do like the pre-cuts. I got a few jelly rolls myself, but we won't say how many. We won't say how many. There was a few. Yeah, a few. Oh, no problem, Kathy. No problem at all. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. It's one of those where, especially if you have some extra fabric laying around and you want to try something different, something fun, this is definitely one of those things. And it doesn't take a whole lot of brain power to think about. You don't really have to plan it out too much, which is something I like. I didn't have to think about it too much, at least so far. Tracy, I agree with you. This is an excellent way to start, and that's kind of why I did it. And that's also one of the reasons why it took me so long to do it as well, is because I was intimidated by it. I see some of these amazing projects that are made with FPP, and I want to make them. But I also know that I am not nearly as talented as some of you guys out there, and some of the other quilters out there. So I was intimidated by it. But just like anything else, you have to try. You have to give it at least one try. And so since this came in the box, I wouldn't say I didn't really have a choice, but since it came with the box, I thought, well, you know what? I've been talking about trying it out for a while. Might as well just do it. Just try it out. But I got to tell you, the longest part of this was cutting up all the fabric. Oh my God, there were so many pieces to cut for this particular quilt project. There was a lot of pieces. It's not a project that I've done, but I've not done any projects where I've required this many pieces before. So that was new to me. But I'm sure that's the norm for most pretty quilts like this, so. She says I stayed away from Soya Channel for quite a while. I've been tempted lately though. Yeah. I've done two and I've gotten myself in trouble. But the jelly rolls, they were a really great price. They were doing $30 and $35 for them, which is an excellent price right now for those. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of looked at that one. And then they were doing, last time I was on there, it was one of those D-stashes, and they had a lot of great prices for some stuff then too. So that's my that's my excuse. Is that the prices were really good and then I couldn't pass them up. But I got a lot of really pretty, at least I think they're pretty, jelly rolls that we're going to be working with on the channel here soon. So if you guys have suggestions for jelly roll patterns that you like, I'm going to ask that you go over to the Facebook group and put some suggestions in there of patterns so that I can start looking into those, seeing what other fabric I'm going to need for those, so we can start making some other stuff. Brenda says, sorry, I was like, what is your FPP project? Brenda, no worries. This one is called Marytown Quilt Pattern. It was a Jolly Box exclusive from Fat Quarter Shop. And it came with the Flying Geese foundation paper to make the triangles. I don't know if you guys can see this at all on the camera. The camera is terrible, but there's some Christmas trees here. I'm not even sure if you guys can see that at all. Yeah, but there's some trees here. I'll put a link in Facebook so you guys can see it better. But yes, that's what we're making. Somebody says, I think I'm done after this week. I did the bazaar from day before for nothing but my mystery packages and some jelly rolls. LOL. Yeah, the good news for me, Snow Bunny, is that they've been doing that bazaar. I'm terrible with this kind of stuff, guys, but they've been doing that during the day. So, and I'm at my daytime job then, so I have not been able to participate except for when they're doing it on the weekends, and then I get myself in trouble. So yesterday was the jelly rolls, which is the one I wanted. I missed the layer cakes because that one was during the week, although I did get some layer cakes from them for some during one of their D-stashes. And I missed the charm packs too. So I missed those, but that's alright. Okay, I'm just trimming up these blocks now. Dawn says, I ordered a Soya scrap bag last night. Like, I need more. Well, hopefully it's one that's got money in it. Because that's the whole thing with those, isn't it? Is they put cash in them. They put random cash in them, and so you can win. Well, they said, I missed it, but they said that they did one the night before. And they put $500 in it. So they don't know who got it, but I did one. I've gotten one, which I actually didn't mind the fabric that was in it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I didn't mind it. But I've gotten one so far, and it didn't have any cash in it. I looked, though. I pulled the Fat Quarters apart. I'm like, did I get any money? No. That's okay, though. Wow. Friday was the bazaar. Well, mystery packages of orders where people didn't pay for invoices. Wow. I saw I didn't realize that's what it was. That's actually pretty neat. I'm glad that they were able to do something like that. Yeah, Sylvia, yeah, I can understand it costs too much. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. Angela is at the door. I think she wants out. Hold on, Ange. Brenda says cute. Oh, yeah, thank you, Brenda. Thank you. on. 1 second. I know. I see you. Anyone else? He's not. She'll be back. She doesn't really, I mean, she's 19 years old, so she really doesn't do a whole lot that much anymore. She pretty much stays in this room for the most part. That's why it's basically her bedroom. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. She stays in the room for the most part. She'll kind of wander into the bathroom or one of the other bedrooms, but she stays here for the most part. Okay. Dawn says about 3 weeks ago they put $500 in a fish bundle, and it has not turned up yet. Either the recipient doesn't know it or it went by the shelf of shame. Snow Bunny says the shelf of shame might be empty. Yeah. Snow Bunny, how much were they offering for those packages? Was it whatever the person paid, or were they just selling them for a flat rate? Or I didn't watch the episode. I guess I could go back and watch it. But I'm just curious how they handled that. Cats are arguing. Brenda says, I'd hate to see the fabric after I'd hunted for that $500, just $20 either. Well, they do show you how they fold it in there, and it's not like you have to unfold the whole fabric to find it. It's usually just like in the first fold. So that's good. You don't have to unfold the whole thing to find it. I do know that. I've never gotten one, but I do know that. Fish bundles was a fat quarter bundle at cost. Interesting. Alright guys, on to the next one. So I think I'm getting the hang of this. Kind of. So you fold the paper, you stick down the first piece. Now with this paper piecing, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong, because I've never done a traditional one, but with this paper piecing, the first piece goes face up. I guess with traditional paper piecing, the first piece goes down. So, yeah, the rate of what the order was to begin with. Some of the larger amounts they gave us small on some. Oh, okay. So basically it's whatever the order amount was, you pay for that. Fair enough. And they would give a small discount on some of them. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, they've got some amazing prices on some of that stuff. So if you guys are looking to fill up your stash quick, definitely check them out for one of these live shows. It's really easy too. You send them a text message. They have a phone number there. You send them a text message with your username for YouTube, your real name, and your address. And then you're basically registered. And then and you might need an email address too. And then basically you just watch the show, and as you find something you like, you type in the number into chat of what it is you like, and then they'll let you know if there's enough for you to get that item, or if you've gotten that item. And then they send you an invoice, and then you get sticker shock when you see the invoice, because you realize you went a little overboard. or maybe that's just me. And then and then you pay the invoice and they mail you your package. I know that with this Bazaar they've been doing, yes, the YouTube selling system is genius. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how it works. Because I'm that kind of person that wants to know the technical side of it. I want to know how it works. I could never do it myself, but I would love to know how it actually works. But a lot of times they'll combine, especially right now with this Bazaar thing that they're doing where they're selling things every day, they're combining invoices. So like they combined, I think it was Friday's invoices with Saturday's invoices. And so you got one email early this morning with those 3 orders, if you will. so I have to do 2. I got confused there for a second. No problem, Don. No problem. What time is it? I'm just sitting here sewing along, not even paying attention to what time it is. I could do this all day, but I don't want to because, you know, not that I don't want to, I would love to, but I don't want to take over anybody else's time. Teresa is on today at 3 my time, so I think it's 1 o'clock Eastern. Teresa is on, and I'm sure Tiffany will be on later. I think she's done just 5 Eastern, I think it is. And I know Soya's probably got another video coming out today, because I think they sell every day. I don't know if they take Sundays off. I haven't paid enough attention. Oh, Sylvia's starting another heist. Oh, Snow Bunny told me something here. Use a smaller ledge to fold the thicker part of the ruler for cutting. Oh, see, now when I was using the bigger part, but the bigger ledge for folding, thinking that would be smart idea. I will try that on the next one. Thank you. See, this is why you guys are here, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I will try that, because this ruler it's really cool the way it works, and I can understand why it's basically a lifesaver when it comes to this type of technique. But yeah, it does take a little bit to get used to using. It's definitely not something you could use on a normal because it would get in the way. But it works really well for this. Really, really well. And I have 2 sizes. I have this one's a 5-inch, and then I bought a 2-pack, so it came with a 12-inch too. I don't know. I don't think I need the 12-inch right now, but I'm sure there are projects that would require it. Lucas says Chloe took all of Brenda's thimbles. Oh, Tracy says so. Yeah, take Sundays off. Okay, I didn't know that, but I guess I should have known that. I guess I never really paid attention. I should have. All right, let's get these sewn up. I'm having a lot of fun with this, guys. It might not seem like it because I'm super hyper focused. I'm trying to make sure I don't screw it up. But this is actually a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I do recommend it. If you have access to it, maybe check Amazon too. You might be able to find it a little bit cheaper on Amazon. It is a product that is available from Fat Quarter Shop, but I know I've seen it in other places. I think Jordan Fabrics has it too. I've seen them offer it as well. So yeah, lots of fun. Snow Bunny, I need to cut the fabric from my Solar Flare FPP kit. Yeah, Snow Bunny, I can understand that. Just this one, and this one wasn't. This one's not a. The whole project is not FPP. It's. But even this one, the amount of fabric that was needed for this one was a lot more than I'm used to. Usually my quilts have all been like one block, and you just make the one block and you just keep turning it around. So this one is actually 2 different blocks, so it was a lot of other pieces involved. But you know, part of me dreads the cutting process, you know, because I'm not great at it. But the other part of me actually enjoys it too. I think part of it is a little therapeutic. You know, slicing through, especially a high quality fabric and a nice new blade, it really cuts through like butter. And so I really although I complained about it, I did actually kind of enjoy it as well. So Solar flare. That just sounds like it's gonna be gorgeous. That just absolutely sounds like it's gonna be gorgeous. I'm really excited now that I kind of have us. So does anyone have any recommendations? Those of you who have done FPP projects, do any of you have any recommendations for patterns that are beginner friendly, if you will? Obviously this paper is beginner friendly for sure, but do you have any traditional paper piecing projects that are beginner friendly? Because I'd like to try one. I think it could be something fun to do on the channel. And Brenda says a new blade is a dream. Yes, it is. It is amazing how dull the blades get and you just don't realize it. It is absolutely amazing how much a new blade makes a difference. You know, you're just going along and you struggle with it, so you just keep going over it, and then you change the blade and it just right through and you're like, why didn't I do this earlier? Why did I make this so difficult on myself? Sylvia says, what about a double redding ring? They are easy FPPs. I didn't even realize those were FPPs. I'm going to have to look into that. That could be fun, for sure. I did not realize that was an FPP. Uh-oh, why is Lucas mad? Ah! Brenda won. Congratulations, Brenda, on winning. And for, you know, upsetting Lucas. That was just an added bonus. You guys are so funny. A pineapple FPP. I think Fat at Corner Shop. Yes, they do make the paper piecing for pineapple. They also do they just released a swirl one too. I forget what they call it. So yeah, I might do that just to kind of get myself a little bit more used to something that's a little bit more complicated than this, but not quite as complicated as a traditional FPP project. So I might try that. It's rigged. You guys are so much fun. All right. Gotta go on this side now. Lucas says it's rigged, so I never win again. That is not true. But you know, this is what happens when you're away from the channel for this long. You know, you take this hiatus and, you know, it just decides it doesn't like you anymore. I'm just kidding. Your luck will return, I'm sure. But I have to tell you guys, even like trimming this block with the paper on it, when it slices through the paper, it's satisfying to hear that. Okay, so she said use the smaller side to trim. Oh no, she said use the smaller side to fold. That's what it was, to fold. Okay. There we go. Snail trail, yes. Thank you, Chloe. Yes, it's called Snail Trail, and she says even Kim made a mistake with that paper. Oh boy, that's not intimidating at all. If the designer of the paper makes a mistake, maybe I should wait on that one. I know Becca did the pineapple paper piecing when she was in her move, when they were in one of the hotel rooms. She was doing that one. Lucas says I have to check the settings. You can check them, but I promise you, I don't have anything there. Moderators are allowed. Brenda says, Lucas, you leave those buttons alone. It's okay, Brenda. If you screw something up, I'll fix it. You guys are so fun. So much fun. See, this is why I miss you guys. Driving hours and hours and unpacking cars is not nearly as much fun as this is. But the girls will both be home in September. We have some family appointments that they have to go to in September. So they'll be home for a weekend in September. And since Tony brought their car, because they share a car between the two of them, and so Tony brought the car to school because she needs it for for one of her classes. She has to go off campus, and so she brought their car with her to school this year. So one of the nice things about that is that she can go get her sister. So she can go drive to pick up Taylor, and then I don't have to, which is nice. I mean, obviously she's not going to be able to do that every time, but I gotta tell you guys, peeling this paper off, so satisfying. So satisfying. You guys. Lucas is gonna change it so everybody but Brenda wins. I don't think that that's a thing, but you could try. Too funny. You guys are funny. I'm glad you guys have a good time with that. It is a lot of fun. And we do have a prize that you can win. I actually changed it. It used to be you had to have 10,000 thimbles, but I changed it. I dropped it down to 7,500. So once you achieve 7,500 thimbles, you can redeem that prize. I'm not even 100% sure how it works. I mean, I've seen it work a couple times on other channels. But basically, I think you just type in redeem, exclamation point redeem, and then the code for it, which I think is FQ. And then it takes that amount of thimbles out of your account, and then you send me an email with your address, and I can send it to you. So I think how it works. Uh-oh. There we go. So ta-da. Alright. Looks like we can get a couple more made. See, now that's the only bad part about this that I'm finding, is it produces a lot of trash. Between the paper and the scrap pieces, there's a lot of trash. But that's okay. That's why I moved my garbage can over here. Normally it's over here in the corner, but I moved it right here so I could just slide it right into there. Alright, next one. Tracy says, very nice. Yes, thank you, Tracy. Okay, so Sylvia said, use the shorter, or somebody said, I don't remember who it was, said you use the shorter side to fold. So let's try that. She must have seen I was struggling a little bit getting them pieces to fold up, so that did help. That did make things much easier. And it's simple too, you'd think you would have figured that out, but there we go. That makes it so much. How many do you have to do, Sylvia asked me. It said 32 sheets. So I am not going to get those done today. I'll do the rest of them off camera. This isn't going to be one of those projects that we do on the channel long term. I just wanted to try it out with you guys here so you could give me your tips and tricks. I will do the rest of it off camera later on as I'm working in between other things. It's a Christmas quilt, so it's not like there's any hurry on getting it done right now. But yeah, it said 32 sheets, and each sheet makes 2, so 64 total. You guys. Alright, so number 3. But some of this fabric is super pretty. I don't know if I told you guys the name of the fabric line. Holly Holiday is the name of the fabric line. It's really pretty. You guys can check that out if you want. Just kind of letting the heat from my hand warm up the glue a little bit so it sticks a little bit better before I flip it over. I could totally run it over the iron, but the iron is making the paper kind of curl a little bit. And I don't want to do that one before I'm trying to get it to work, you know. Alright. Use the ledge. I think you guys gotta wait a few more minutes. I don't think the timer's up for the heist yet. 5 minutes. I could shorten that though if you guys want to play it more often. I just thought that way it's not annoying people. But I can make that a little bit shorter if you guys want me to. And as a reminder, I haven't seen Streamlabs remind anybody about it, but if you haven't already, please take a second and hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it. We are trying to grow the channel, just like everybody else's channels. We're trying to grow those as well. We're at 133 followers right now. Next big giveaway will be at 200, and this time I might have a full jelly roll to put in there. Before it's just been some scrap fabrics, a couple of fat quarters, and some stuff like that. But I might have a full jelly roll to throw in there this time. You never know. And I do giveaways on the channel. I don't do them every time we do a live stream. I did not do one today. I was thinking about doing one today, but I didn't really get it together in time. So maybe we'll do one next week. We'll have to wait and see how things go. I tried to do them randomly, so then that way if there's people that are watching the channel just to do the giveaways, it kind of weeds those people out. It makes it so that those that actually watch the channel and participate are actually the ones that win. And also, I think I mentioned it earlier, but if you haven't already, make sure you follow us on Facebook. We talk a lot about things over there too. We're sharing, our projects with each other. I'm constantly, always asking for advice on different things. Like right now, I've got my retreat that I'm going to be doing in October. I'm looking for kind of suggestions and recommendations on that. Things that I should remember to bring with me that would normally be forgotten. Sandra's been awesome. She's been giving me a bunch of great advice. I'm really, really grateful for that. But if anybody else has anything, please go over there and let me know. All of that is free. None of it there is no fee for any of that. The channel is not large enough for subscriptions or memberships yet. I'm not offering any type of service like that. But if you are interested or want to donate to the channel, you absolutely can. All donations are accepted. Monetary donations, fabric donations, notion donations, whatever you want. If you do !tips, TIPS in chat, it'll give you a link for monetary donations. If you have other donations you'd like to make to the channel, just send me an email at sonotanexpert@gmail.com, and we can talk about it. A couple of people have sent me some fabric and some notions to use for giveaways. In fact, one of the pieces of fabric I used for my test block that we did for the quote blocker challenge was from one of the donations. So that was really nice to have those pieces of fabric to kind of pull out just to use as a test block to make sure it would work okay. So I appreciated that. And who knows, just because you donate it to the channel for a giveaway, I might end up using it for a project if I like it. I might decide to keep it for myself and use it. So if that is something you're interested in, there are options there for you. It is definitely not a requirement by any means. The channel is free to watch and free to enjoy and free to join in. Tracy says, I saw that post, Danny, but I've never been to a retreat, so I'm at a loss there. Oh, it's okay. I understand. I've never been to one myself. I've been to one. It's like a sew-along. I mean, it wasn't even a class. It was like they were offering a come on in for a free sewing day for National Jelly Roll Day. So I did that once, and it was okay. There were some things about it that I enjoyed, and there were some things that I didn't really enjoy. But it was only for one day, and it was only like a 6 or 8 hour thing. So I did learn a little bit there. So I do have that little bit to go on. But, you know, I've never done a multi-day retreat. I've never done any of that. So I've got a couple of things I need to purchase. Like the retreat location is at the quilt shop. It's upstairs in their training rooms. They have redone the room. So it has full-size koala tables that you can sew on. You can rent a machine for $25 if you wanted to for the weekend, or you can bring your own. I'm going to bring my own. But they're going to have cutting stations and ironing stations there already. They said that they're going to have rotary cutters and rulers and stuff like that as well. So if you want to use theirs, you totally can. But I would like to bring my own. But Sandra mentioned, I think it was Sandra. It was either Sandra or Sylvia that mentioned that you should pre-cut all your fabric before you go, which is a really smart idea. I didn't even think to do that. So I haven't even decided what projects I'm bringing yet. I want to bring 2 or 3 of them so that I don't get bored doing the same thing the whole time. So. Brenda says, I have not been to a retreat, but go to guild meeting every month. Can say label everything. Cords on machine, pedal, iron, engrave tools. Oh yeah, good idea. Thank you. Sylvia says, what the heck, no winners. Oh my god, I've never seen the bot been so mean. Sorry guys. Sorry guys, no winners this time. Yeah, labeling everything, Brenda, that's a good idea. I should probably do that. I'm assuming because it's multiple days that they're going to let us leave like our setup there, so like our machine and stuff. But yeah, you're right, I probably should. Yeah, blame Lucas. There you go. Let's all blame Lucas. What did you do? Too funny. Too funny. You know, it's just random luck. That's what happens. I told you guys, sometimes you can lose it all. Excuse me. Too funny. No comment. Oh, you guys are so much fun. I missed you guys so much. Yeah. See, I told you, Lucas, there was no way to do that. He tried to cheat, but it didn't work for him. Brenda says if you leave something behind, you can claim it with a label. Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. Oh, Angel's back. Oh, jeez, that was painful. Hold on, Angel. I'm coming. Come on, Angel. Come on. Good girl. You guys are having fun with that heist game again. Chloe, look at you. You're in first place. Congratulations. That is so satisfying. To hear the blade going through the paper like that. So satisfying. I imagine, though, that it does dull the blade faster because it's going through the paper, you know? I imagine it does. Yes, Angel does miss her human. She does, for sure. She misses Taylor like crazy. Usually when Taylor, I mean, we learned this last year when Taylor went off to school. It usually takes Angel a good week or so to kind of get out of her funk of missing Taylor. And then she does okay for a little while, but then, you know, Taylor comes home to visit, and then, you know, we basically start the process over again. So she's, you know, she's old. She's old. She's got some health issues, but, you know, she's still with us. You know, we haven't had to make any difficult decisions yet, so. She's being a pain. What are you doing under there, babe? She's very curious. She likes to be under my feet sometimes. I'm gonna move. I don't want to squish you. And she's very, very little, very, very thin, because of her health issues. So, I mean, you pick her up and she weighs next to nothing. But she's not in any pain, so she's okay. She probably needs to be brushed. She looks a little terrible. Yeah, your mommy should have brushed you before she went back to school, but that's alright. Yeah. What did I miss? Hi, Shirley. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I caught your last live stream. What was it? Last week or the week before? Thanks so much for joining us. That was a lot of fun, your live stream. Sorry I missed it there. Trying to catch up in chat here. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Just looking, oh, we got about 15 minutes left. So we're doing a paper piecing project today. I've never done it before. The ladies and gentlemen here have been helping me out tremendously. We're cheating. We're using, I think it's cheating. I'm not sure. I don't do this, but I'm sure it's cheating of some kind. We're using the It's So Emma foundation paper piecing from Fat Quarter Shop. We're making 2x4 flying geese, 2-inch by 4-inch flying geese. It's coming along really nicely. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it, and it's definitely something I'm going to try to do again with a different type of paper. So I'm going to probably go on their website later today and see what else I can find. You missed Hugfest, Danny. I saw all the hugs. I was wondering what the heck was going on. But I think it's wonderful that you guys are all giving each other hugs. I was wondering, I'm like, what is with all the hugs? Please make the height so I can win. You guys are so funny. Yeah, I saw the hug fest. That was funny. I didn't know what the heck that was all about. Whatever. Well, I appreciate all the hugs. Thank you. Hugs are very sweet. Thank you. Angel, I think they were hugging you. I think so. I think they were hugging you. Alright, next one. So I pulled out 10 sheets, guys, for the start of this, and we've got 5 left, so we've done about half of them. So, I mean, it's a slow process, but I am doing one at a time. You could probably try to find a way to chain piece this if you wanted to, but I'm terrified I'm going to screw it up. So I'm doing them one at a time. So yeah, if this is something you're thinking about, you could probably do it a lot faster than I am. I'm just kind of taking my time. Oh, Brenda bought them for... Well, Brenda, you know, you can always replay this, and then you could be sewing with me. It's fine. just wait till the replay comes back, and then you can grab your paper and your and your fabric, and you can just sew along that way. It's fine. There you go. Streamlabs. You guys are hysterical with these hugs. You guys have way too much fun with the hugs. Oh my gosh. Hugging Streamlabs. Alright. Well, you know what? If it gets Streamlabs to work correctly, I'm all for it. Let's go for it. If it makes it easier. Although I don't think hugging Streamlabs will make me win. If that's accomplished. I don't think that's how it works. It's funny. That was funny. Hugging Streamlabs. Oh, you guys crack me up. Oh, gosh. I have missed you guys so much. Lucas is just having fun with all the commands. So Streamlabs, so I use Streamlabs to do all my streaming with, and one of the things that they offer is the CloudBot, which is what you guys see, the Streamlabs messages from the CloudBot. And then they also have some commands, some, you know, standard default commands that they give you, and then you can set up a lot of your own. So like when I tell you guys to do !FB or !Sylvia or, you know, any of those things. Those are all commands that I've set up, but Streamlabs had a couple of them that were just default that I just left in there because I thought these are kind of neat. And one of them is the hugs, and one of them is lurking. Yeah, sorry, Tracy. The AI did not respond to your hug. I'm sorry. Look at this CloudBot. What, honey? Yes, I know. What would you like? Do you want to go up? Do you want uppies? Okay. Let me help. Okay, I'm going to turn around. I don't want to run you over. Come here. Uppies. Okay, give me. Alright, Angel. Yeah, you're good. He's going to laugh. Thank you. Thank you for that. This is awkward. Can't you just work with me here? There we go. Thank you. Now I have cat hair all over me. I guess that's better than fabric fur, I guess. I guess it's about the same. Oh, you guys are so funny with these hugs. My chat is just blowing up with hugs. Oh, you guys. So much fun. Okay, number 2. At least you guys are keeping yourself entertained. I appreciate it. What time is it? Oh, it's almost time to go. My goodness. It is already 12:20, guys. Let's finish this last block and then we'll end the stream because I don't want to go for too long. I've just been over here making these blocks, not paying any attention to what time it is or what we're doing or anything. Streamlab hugs everyone. That is awesome. There you go. There you go. Streamlabs recognize my hug. I'm good. You guys are so funny. So funny. Oh, and somebody started a heist in there, so you guys better be careful. Too funny. You guys are having way too much fun with that. Way too much fun. Some type of mini game too. I don't know what that is. I tried the slots. That's not working. But there's some type of mini game of some kind. I'll have to take a look at that. Time flies when you're having fun. You're absolutely right, Tracy. It does. It does fly when you're having fun. And most of the time, I don't even pay attention to the clock. I'm just like, oh shoot, it's time to go. I could do this all day. Seriously. I'd probably, Although, I will say this. Was Mom and Pop, I forget what her name is. I'm terrible with names. She does a 12-hour stream. Oh my God. The 2 hours is, I'm exhausted after a 2-hour stream, honestly. But a 12-hour is just crazy. I don't know that I could ever do a 12-hour. I might try to do a longer stream someday. I don't know when, but someday. Lucas says, I will email about that mini game too. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're going to remind me to look into the mini game. Yeah, thank you, Lucas. It is so nice having you back, because now I remember to do things. I missed you, man. I think we all did. She has Pop and Marcus to help too. Oh, okay. So it's not just her. I've never actually watched her stream. It's kind of at a weird time for me. So I've never been able to actually watch her stream. So I wasn't sure exactly how that worked. But I'm like, Jesus, 12 hours on live stream? My God. Plus, she must have like a monster internet service because 12 hours. I'm lucky I can get the 2 hours in before my internet craps out on me. Lucas says, well, I'm glad to be back. That's good. Laura Lynn, yes, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't remember that, but thank you. Yes, Laura Lynn. You would think I'd remember at least part of that, because Lynn is my middle name, so I wish I should know that, but I don't. Sorry, catching up on chat here. Lucas says, I want ways to win more thimbles. LOL. Brenda says, she had Allison and Weenie there also. That was to help. Okay. Lucas says, I'm glad to be back. Okay, Brenda says, I miss Lucas. I missed you, Lucas. Tracy says the hard part is that she typically goes to bed between 8 and 9 p.m., but her stream goes till 10 p.m. her time, so she's super tired at the end. Yeah, I mean, just a stream by itself can be kind of exhausting sometimes. It depends on the stream. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. It depends on how many people you've got going on. But they can be kind of exhausting as it is. So I can't imagine what 12 hours would be like. That's to me a little crazy. Lucas says I missed our competition when I was winning. Both Marcus and Kent work tech jobs from home, so they have great internet. Well, yeah, then they have me beat. I mean, my internet is not bad. It's pretty decent comparatively, but for live streams it has its moments. It has its moments. Hey, Lucas finally won one. It's probably the last one of the stream, but he finally got one to win. So see, it's not Streamlabs. See, it's just your luck. Finally got your luck back. Our hugs worked. Oh, you guys crack me up. Yes, that's what it was. It was totally your hugs. Streamlabs appreciated all of your hugs and made it so you'd win. That's funny. Tracy says, my hugs paid off. There you go. That's what it was. You appealed to Streamlabs' softer side. Yeah, I know. Dawn, I totally know. I'm laughing myself. I mean, obviously you guys can hear me laughing, but it's been... And that's really what this stream is all about, right? We're all sewing and giggling, and that's really what it's about, and that's what makes it so much fun. It is a lot of fun. Artificial intelligence rules. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys are so much fun. I am so grateful to each and every one of you who come on these live streams, and you make me laugh so hard. I really, especially at a stressful week, because there are days where these live streams, I mean, they're not a lot of work, but sometimes they can feel like a lot of work. And so sometimes it's like, oh man, do I really want to do this today? But then I'm like, you guys bring me so much joy. Just so much joy. You make me laugh so hard. And I just have such a great time spending these couple of hours with you guys every week. So you guys are the reason I do these lives. Because, I mean, I've said before, you've done amazing things for my mental health. Just absolutely amazing things. And I really cannot thank you guys enough for all of that. Oh, Dawn, that's very sweet of you. Thank you for saying that. Dawn says, I love your stream. It's very interactive, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I really am, because that means that you come back. And I really enjoy. I really appreciate that you say that. I'm glad that you have a good time. I'm glad that it's interactive, because it means a lot to me. It is always more fun with friends. Yes, Sandra, it is, and I am really grateful to have this channel, and I'm really glad that I decided to start this channel, because I love quilting, I love sewing, but I mean, I've mentioned it before. There's not really a lot of places that are close to me that I can make friends doing this hobby. My really local quilt store closed down a couple of years ago. The local quilt store I go to now is about an hour away. I've been there a few times, and I haven't really come across anyone that I haven't really met anyone that has become a friend there yet. I'm hoping that this October one will bring some friends along. We'll see. That's one of the things I'm hopeful for. But that's why I love this YouTube channel and love the community that we're building, the people that are coming along, the people that are bringing other people along, because it's really turning out to be something really great. Dawn wants to know if I'll be live next Sunday. That is the plan. The plan is to be live every Sunday from now until October. The girls will be home the week of the 24th of September, but they're going to be going back to school on that Sunday, so there shouldn't be any reason why I can't do a live stream. So yeah, that's the plan. The plan is to have live streams every Sunday until October, when I do my retreat. Unless, of course, obviously something comes up before then. But if you guys are on my Facebook group, keep an eye there, because if I do have to cancel a live stream, that's usually where I tell everybody about it first. I also try to post premieres of my videos, which I think there's going to be a video this week. I'm not sure. But I do try and post premieres of the videos so that you guys know they're there. I also try and post premieres of the upcoming lives so that you guys know that there's a live stream coming, so that you guys can know that stuff ahead of time. So yeah. Brenda said, never a boring moment. You guys are so sweet. So sweet. Thank you so much. Yes, Chloe, thanks for reminding everybody, hit that like button. Tracy says, I'm such a COVID quilter. Well, Tracy, I started quilting before COVID, but I did take a bit of a hiatus due to some mental health issues, is really what it came down to. I took a bit of a hiatus from it, and what I learned from that is that quilting was actually helping me get through that mental health issue. I thought that it was... I didn't realize how much power it had. I would get in front of the machine and it was really hard to focus because I was going through a grieving process basically, and the sitting in front of the machine was helping me kind of zone out, and then I would, start the grieving process over again, and so I avoided it. I avoided the machine because the machine was making me cry. But the truth of the matter was, it wasn't the machine that was making me cry. It was a matter of I needed to work through that grief. And the machine was helping me do that, and I didn't realize that. So I know that now, and I won't do that again. But it took a good couple of years for me to get back in front of the machine. So I have been quilting for 4 or 5 years now, but this year has been the reason that I'm really putting my heart into it a lot more. And you guys are a huge help for that too. You guys are keeping me honest. You're keeping me working. You're keeping me moving. You guys are the reason I make a video every week. So every week I have something that I'm doing. It's you guys are the reason that I sit in front of this machine. That I in front of this machine. And I know that sounds bad. It sounds like I'm forcing myself to make these videos and forcing myself to learn. And that's not what it is. You guys are, let's say motivating. Motivating is probably a better word. You guys are keeping me motivated to get in front of this machine so that I can work through those mental health issues. So I can't tell you how grateful I am to each and every single one of you. Even if you're not on this live stream and you're watching it later, I am grateful for you as well. As long as you guys keep watching these videos, you keep participating in these chats, I'm going to keep doing this because it has helped me so much. And I know that sounds selfish, but I love the interaction that we have here. I love talking with you guys on Sundays. I love seeing you guys in the comment in the boxes on when I do the videos. I love seeing your comments. It makes me feel so good, and I've needed that. I've needed that for a lot of years, and I think I've figured out what it was I was missing before. So I'm hoping that things are going to be better. This year has been wonderful. Mental health-wise, this year has been amazing for me. I feel better. I feel great about myself. I have more confidence in myself and my abilities. Look at this. I've started paper piecing, which is something I've always been intimidated by, and you guys are here to help me with that. So I can't even tell you. I can't even express to you how grateful I am for that. But I think we're going to end the stream here, guys. It has been an amazing day. You guys have been so much fun. I loved all of the hugs, and if I could hug each and every one of you, I would. So just pretend that I'm hugging you now, because I really am. I really, truly appreciate every single one of you. This has been so much fun. I'm so glad I did this, because I have had a lot of fun doing this, and I look forward to making more of these. I don't know that I'll do another one on a live stream, because I'm sure for you guys this was a little bit boring, because I was basically doing the same thing the whole time. But it was a lot of fun, and I will definitely be doing another paper piecing project for sure. What? I have no idea yet, but it will be something. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for coming every week, for commenting on my videos, just for watching them, for subscribing. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. We are trying to grow the channel. We're at 133 right now. Next giveaway at 200. Hopefully by the end of September. We'll have to wait and see. If it's not, that's okay too. I'm pretty sure there will be a video on Thursday. I have not recorded one yet, and that's why I say pretty sure. Because the plan is for me to record one after this live stream. I'm going to reset the room, and then I'm going to record another video. So hopefully I'll see you guys again on Thursday. And I will definitely see you guys again next Sunday. I might do the stream a little sooner though. This morning I realized that I started the stream at 10:30, and for some reason I thought I started at 9:30. So I might start streaming at 9:30 when I don't have the kids here for breakfast, when we're not doing our virtual breakfast with our kids. So I might start an hour earlier than normal, just because I feel like that way we can get a little bit more done. So I might try that. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. So let me know what you guys think of that, if I should start an hour earlier or stick with the time frame I have, which is the 10:30 Central. Let me know on Facebook. Let me know in the comments here. Let me know. The chat is going crazy. I'm sorry. I'm kind of ignoring it for a moment. Just let me know what you guys think. So I'm really interested to know what you guys think too. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna head out. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Don't forget, Teresa is doing her live stream today. 3 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. Pacific. 1 o'clock Pacific. So make sure you head over there. I will be there. I don't know if I'll be in chat or not, but I will definitely be watching her. Sometimes I'm watching her while I'm sewing stuff, so I'm not always, I don't always have a keyboard in front of me in the chat. So, but I'm usually there. So, alright guys, I will see you guys again soon. Thank you again so much. Much love and hugs. Lots and lots of hugs. I'll see you guys again.
All I have, the only thing missing is what I want. Wipe my eyes and make my bed, brush my teeth and fix my hair, wash my face and put that smile on. When to be and me become so hard, I've walked so many miles with my head at the ground. I forgot the world had clouds. If I could just look up, I see him looking down. I know my grandpa's proud. I am my brother's keeper. I'll be right there for my sister. I know it took me some time, but I'm the man inside my house. I'm better than I think. I'm stronger than I know. I know I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Nights like this with love on my mind. I'm dying to find it when I open my eyes. I know it's there. Maybe I'm just wasting my time, but it never hurts to try. Loving every heart except mine. Keeping to myself however I feel inside. I guess I'll just keep telling myself that I'm fine. Remember, it's all